Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam to all the assembled devotees. So let us start our day with prayers to Shri Radha Govinda and our Guru Parampara. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayyam Dadadi Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalitam Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karana Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute तप्त कांचन गौरंगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय शिल प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय गुरु परंपरा की जय सद् गोस्वामी की जय नमः विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनीति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, happy Varaha Dwadashi Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Wishing you the same. So let us start our last session for chapter 11. So let us have a quick recap of what we discussed last session, and then we'll move further. So wish to see some hands raised, some new hands. Chanda Mataji, hope you are there.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Today I'm traveling back after my exam. I'm in Bengaluru. Now I'm on the way, Prabhuji. I already informed Mataji that I'll be not able to take part as I'm traveling. Next Sunday I'll be punctual to the class and will take participation as well.
Sure, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Few new hands I wish to see. Padmini Mataji, you want to add something from what we discussed last class? Anything you remember? Praveen K. Prabhuji, can you please add what we discussed in last session? In fact, many things are there on the screen. Anything you remember?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah, I remember one that how Sanjay got the divine chakshu
Yes.
regarding entire this one Vishwarupam also. That I remember because of his guru, he got that divine chakshu, which he is able to narrate entire thing to this Rashtra Maharaj.
Yes, Prabhuji, very important point. By the mercy of Guru, he got that Divya Shakshus. Thank you very much. Any other points from any other devotees? Praveen MS, Prabhuji?
Prabhuji, can I just say something?
Yeah, I'll give you a chance, Mataji.
No, I'm just saying that I won't be able to speak or say anything. I'll just be able to listen because I have to take my dog to the hospital.
Okay.
So by 9 o'clock, I have to opt out. So
Sure.
I just want to listen to you, Prabhuji.
Sure. No problem, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
No problem. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Sorry, I just joined now. 2 points, what I could recall, Prabhuji, is I think the one is Virata Rupa and Vishwarupa.
Yes.
Virata Rupa is Vishwarupa is a full and Virata Rupa is a partial.
Yes.
And that partial includes, including the full Virata Rupa. Sorry, Vishwarupa includes the Kala Rupa also.
Yes, Prabhuji.
And also the vision of what Sanjaya has got, right? So that is that vision he through the Narayana, through his guru's empowerment, Sanjaya got a vision to see the Vishwarupa.
Yeah.
Arjuna got the vision to see the Vishwarupa through his, if I'm not wrong, Prabhu,
The blessings of Krishna.
blessings of Krishna.
Guru,
Yes.
Guru and Gauranga.
Guru and Gauranga. Gauranga, through Gaurangas, Arjuna got the vision.
Yes.
And through Guru, Sanjaya got the vision to see the Vishwarupa, Prabhu.
Yes. Thank you, Prabhu.
And just a second, Prabhuji. And largely the knowledge, we need to get it from the Sadhu, Sangha, and Shastra.
Yes. Thank you very much for
Correct.
bringing this important point. Shanti
And
Sudesh
Prabhuji,
Mataji.
one more point, Prabhuji. Can I?
Yes. Yes, please, Prabhu.
And yeah, and also you highlighted the importance of the instructions, listening to the instructions and implementing the instructions of Guru.
Yes.
So that is something you also gave your own example of, listening to the Ramanishta Prabhu's instruction you were taking this class and how it is helping you and others also, Prabhuji. So
Yes.
it's very important to follow the instructions of Guru. Thank you.
It's very important point, Prabhu. Guru's instructions will follow the empowerment as well. This is what we have heard from senior Vaishnavas. Many times we think we can or we can't do. That is our false ego. Yeah, it is only by the mercy and blessings of Guru and Gauranga we'll be able to do anything. Yeah, so whenever any instructions is received, especially from Guru, then we have to accept it and give it all. And then rest everything is in their hand. Mukam karoti vachalam. So even a person who can't speak can recite. A person who can't walk can run through the mountains, is what it says. So it is all by the mercy of Guru and Gauranga. Shanti Sudesh Mataji, you want to add?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Prabhu, you spoke about the 12 rasas, Prabhu. So Arjuna's bhava turns from Sakya to Adbhuta, wonder.
Yeah.
So wonder is one of the 7 secondary rasas. Should I list the 7 secondary
Yeah,
rasas?
if you have made a
Prabhu?
note, you can list out, Mataji, for
Yes.
the benefit of
Yes, Prabhu. Raudra, anger. Adbhuta, wonder. Hasya, comedy. Veera, bravery. Bhaya, fear. Bhayanaka, I think it is horror, Prabhu. And Vibhasha, shock. So then the next shlokas are about the realization of Arjuna. How Arjuna sees the Vishwarupa of the Lord. And he told us like how the Vishwarupa and Viratarupa are not the same. And what Arjuna sees on the battlefield is the Vishwarupa. He sees the Lord lying on the celestial serpent Vasuki, and all the planets are visible from Brahma's planet to the lowest planets. And what is important here is Krishna's expansion is unlimited, but this same Krishna was bound by Yashodhama because of her love. And he spoke about how the ropes which bound the last 2 inches was from Barsana, from Radharani's place. That's all I can add, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you very much for bringing the important points. Shivakumar Prabhu, you want to add?
Yes, bro. Hare Krishna. On behalf of us, Arjuna requested Krishna to reveal the universal form, and also Arjuna wanted to set the example for the future generation, for those who are claiming themselves as God. They have to show the universal form. And by the mercy of Guru, Sanjay got the divine eye, and by the mercy of Krishna, Arjuna got the divine eye. Yeah, in universal form, yeah, all the soldiers of both Pandavas side and Kauravas, including Kauravas, were entering through the teeth and they get powdered. It shows the forecasting of the result of the war that only Pandavas are going to be remain as victorious. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Kalpana Mataji, you want to summarize points which have not covered?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, you started teaching us that glorifying Lord is very important to purify ourselves. It's like Shravanam and Kirtanam is very important. So he who speaks this secret knowledge to others will definitely come to me, is what Krishna says, Prabhuji. Then you explained that how Sanjaya got the universal form. Then Arjuna could see that unlimited mouths entering into the Lord's no, various forms, planet, mouths, bellies, and everything. And as Prabhuji said, he can see that what is happening in the war. Before that, even the Vishwarupa from which Arjuna was like Adbhuta Rasa, he was in wonder. He's no. Similarly, even the demigods, living entities, Brahma, everyone, the other planets, Shiva, everyone able to see. Even the serpent Vaskri was able to see this uh, form, and they were also like wonderstruck, Prabhuji, like how thousands of rays, the sun rays comes at once, the effulgence and the no, it is glaring, and Krishna's crown, disc, clubs, everything is glowing like that, Prabhuji. And then Arjuna was like completely surrendered. He was wonderstruck. Then he declared that Krishna is Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka. And Arjuna got this knowledge, Chakshus, only because he followed his guru, sadhus, and shastras. Then Prabhuji, future war, what Prabhuji said, I want to just add that, like how all the rivers, small rivers going and entering into the ocean, like how the moths dash into for destruction in a blazing fire. Similarly, warriors of both the parties and all the Kuru, senior persons, including Dronacharya, everyone were entering into the mouth, and they are all getting liberated by and getting the liberation because of Krishna's mercy, Prabhuji. So no one can, the declaration, what you said is no one can save Krishna once he has decided to kill them. So he will ask Arjuna to become a Sabyasachi. He addresses Arjuna as a Sabyasachi and become an instrument. So everything is planned before itself by Lord. So nothing is like, everyone, all the soldiers will be slain. So you have to get up and fight. So he will give that this thing finally. But when Arjuna when surrenders to Krishna that now I am like completely surrendered to you now, and please let me know. You will ask, please let me know about you. Who are you? That time Krishna will start telling all these things, Prabhuji. That oh no, I have planned everything before. You have to get up and fight. So that is the only thing. Finally, we can.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Very nicely summarized. Good beginning. So in this, we stopped at a point, very important point, where Krishna is telling, Aham Kalosmi, right? And time I am, become my instrument. So one of the key thing we need to understand that Krishna is the time, and if we are sincere to engage in devotional service, Krishna will find time. Krishna will expand time. Yeah, our will is what matters, right? So we should never think that we are too busy. Yeah, this is the most important thing. We have 10 things to do. Very important message. We have 10 things to do in a day. Yeah, what we do is the most important, right? So we have to prioritize progressing spiritually, for our self-realization, when we prioritize this, we can find time for everything. So the key message today is we should stop procrastinating. Now, we have asked you to submit your OBA. We have given 3 weeks. How many of you have started an attempt to start writing that assignment? Yeah. Maybe we have very sincere devotees in our group, but the general observation is maybe 80 to 90% of the devotees might have kept it to the last week, and there are few will keep it to the last day. And I don't want to say further, but this procrastinating is what is pulling us down from our progress. So we need to have that urgency to progress in our Krishna consciousness, ready to face the ultimate test at any moment, any given moment. The toppers are those who prepare all through the year, right? And what is that ultimate test? What is the ultimate test we have to face?
Death, Prabhu. To
Yes,
remember the Lord at the time of.
yes. So death is our ultimate test, and our life is the preparation for that. And how you live your life, what matters, how you face your ultimate test. So hoping many will start taking your paper and pen and start writing your OBAs and complete it as soon as possible. And then second important thing is become my instrument. Nimitta matram bhava savyasachi. Yeah. We should become instrument of in the hands of the Lord. Whatever the situation we are facing, we need to see as it is Krishna's plans for our purification. So purification and qualification is very important. We have to purify and qualify to face the test. Yeah, this is the second important takeaway. And third important thing is the mercy of the Lord will follow when we give. We have received mercy by the blessings of the devotees, right? We all have come into this Krishna consciousness movement by the mercy of Namanista Prabhu and the team who have worked for this 18-day Gita course. How can we give it back? Through our services. There are various services, and doing some services is the way we give back, and that will help to expand this Krishna consciousness movement, right? And also what we got today, the lesson, when we speak about this to 10 people, our own conviction will improve. Yeah. Our own determination to go back to Krishna will improve. It is our purification. And that way, it is helping many more to come into this Krishna consciousness movement. That is what Prabhupada's mission of ISKCON is all about. And Krishna also says this in Bhagavadgita 18.68, one who spread the confidential knowledge, the pure devotional service is guaranteed for such person, right? And why do I encourage you all to come and start this discussion? Why do I need to ask you all to contribute from our past classes? So that way you are speaking out. That way you are coming out of your comfort zones. So we are all preparing. This is our preparation ground to become the soldiers in the army of Srila Prabhupada and expand this Krishna consciousness movement. That is our purpose. Yeah, that is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us instruction. Karo janma sartha karo paropakara. Karo paropakara. Right? So with this, let us move further. The point I wish to again reiterate is, please make notes of all the key important points what we are discussing, so that you open the book, points are in front of you, so that when I ask you to contribute, you have points right away in front of you. So request to do this. This is one of the instructions I have received from my Guru Parampara, which I am passing on to you. It is not my instruction. Yeah. So let us move with Shloka 1134. So keep the hands raised, devotees who will recite the shlokas. And then we will give chance to all the devotees present for reciting the translations. So Kalpana Mataji, you can start the shloka, first shloka.
Hare Krishna. द्रोणं च भीष्मं च जयद्रथं च कर्णं तथा यान् अपि योधवीरान् मया हतां स्वं जहिमा व्यतिष्ठा युद्धस्वजेतासि रणे सपत्नान्. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Sahel Bose Mataji, you want to read the English translation?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Drona, Bhishma, Jaya, Dhrata, Karna and other great warriors have already been destroyed by me. Therefore kill them and do not be disturbed. Simply fight and you will vanquish your enemies in battle. Bhagavadgita 11.34.
Yeah. Thank
Hare
you very
Krishna
much,
Prabhuji.
Mataji. So here, Krishna has already done what is needed to be done. Krishna is telling Arjuna to kill, be my instrument and kill. So what we need to understand is Lord is so merciful. He does everything, but he gives the credit to his devotees. Devotees who carry out the plans of the Lord. Since everything is happening as per the plans of the Lord, we need to accept. Yeah. And how do we know is this plan of the Lord or not? Is by following the instructions of the spiritual masters. So by following the instructions of spiritual master, it is said that we can succeed in this struggle of existence in this material world. Yeah, we are all struggling, right? Dukkalayam Ashashvatam. We are all struggling. But how do we overcome is by being under the shelter of Guru as well as association of devotees. We can overcome this samsara sagara. And what is the plan? What does Krishna gives the instruction? Shloka 9.34. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyajimam namaskuru. Mam evaishyasi yuktamyam atmanam matparayanaha. Yeah. Krishna is telling, Krishna is instructing, engage your mind, always thinking of me. Become my devotee, offer obeisances unto me, worship me. Being completely absorbed in me, surely you will come to me, is what Krishna is saying. And how can we always fix up our mind? What is the way? What is the way we can always fix up our mind unto the lotus feet of the Lord?
Hare Krishna through his opulences.
Sorry, Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna through his opulences like
Yes.
Rasam Apsakante.
Yeah. Any further answers? What other
by,
ways?
by engaging all our senses in the service of Krishna.
Yes. How can we engage our senses? It is said our senses are impurified. It is impure. How can we? It doesn't appreciate is what we discussed, right? Our material senses do not appreciate and will not be able to serve the Lord. So how do we purify our senses?
By
More
chanting the
answers?
holy.
Yes, Asyavanmukha hi jivato.
Yes. So Sevan Mukahi Jivado. So what is the Sevana we can do with our tongue? Is chanting the holy names. Right? Prabhupada says 90% of our purification come from chanting of the holy names. And as we progress in Bhakti Shastri level, how do we continue to improve? Yeah, by try to attentively, offenselessly chanting the holy name in Brahma Muhurta in association of devotees is the highest level. Yeah. In fact, yesterday I could not join morning japa. I was traveling, I came very late. Usually my japa completes in 1 hour 45 minutes, 16 rounds. Yesterday, I started around 10 o'clock. It took almost 4.5 hours to complete my japa, to complete my 16 rounds. Yeah. When you are in a battlefield, you need the most latest machine guns to continuously shoot the forces of Maya. If you are not in association of devotees, if you are not chanting in Brahma Muhurta, it is like having a gun made in 1947. By the time you load the bullet into it, Maya will throw you out. Yeah. So importance of chanting is chanting in Brahma Muhurta in association of devotees. How many of you have experienced this? Any realizations, any inputs on chanting the holy names? I shared my realization.
Hare
Yes,
Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Prabhu. Any experiences? So it all inspires us. It all inspires us to improve our chanting. Any inputs from the group?
Prabhuji, I found that, you know, uh, if we don't make the time in the Brahma Muhurta, then after that we get preoccupied with our work. And then when we come back home, right, because we have not chanted, our stressful levels will also increase, saying that, oh, I forgot to chant, that we'll start thinking about that, and then eventually, we won't end up chanting. So now I make it a point to wake up early so that I can chant with the association of devotees, even if it's online, and do that sadhana properly. Otherwise, it becomes very, very stressful on the mind that I haven't chanted. Not that I still have time, I can chant, but because I'm overthinking, it becomes stressful to chant. So that is my experience, Prabhuji. So that's why I wake up early to chant.
Do most important thing first thing in the morning. What is most important thing for us is chanting the holy names. Yeah. So with this message, let us move to the section D, 11.35 to 11.46. This Arjuna's prayers. So Arjuna is tremblingly praying to the Lord in a wonder bhava, right? Then Arjuna begs forgiveness for his offenses. He realizes that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. He is not an ordinary person with whom he was thinking that he is a friend, and he made many offenses. So though Krishna is the pure devotee, he has not made any offense, but still he is feeling that he has taken the Lord very lightly. So we will see through this sloka. Arjuna fearfully requests Krishna to again reveal his two-handed form as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So few other devotees, please keep the hands raised who chants. I know Saheli Bose Mataji and Manasi Ganga Mataji, if you can contribute. Few other devotees who are...
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Should I?
No, I'll tell you. Keep the hands raised so that it's easy for me to pick you all. Yeah. So, Neha Jindal Mataji, you want to recite this sloka?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Pranam. Sanjaya Uvacha Etat Shurutva Vachanam Keshavasya Kritanjalirvepamana Kiriti Namaskritva Bhuya Evaha Krishnam Sagat Kadam Bhita Bhita Pranamya.
Thank you, Mataji. Shweta Mataji, you want to read the translation for us?
Sanjay said to Dhritarashtra, king, after hearing these words from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, with trembling Arjuna offered obeisances with folded hands again and again. He fearfully spoke to Lord Krishna in a faltering
voice as follows, right? So because of the situation created by the Lord through his supreme universal form, Arjuna is bewildered in wonder, and thus now began to offer his respectful obeisances again and again. So in chapter 1, what was the mood of Arjuna? Arjuna is telling Krishna, Seneyor Ubayor Madhye Ratam Stapaye Acyuta. So as a friend is requesting to go and, he's in a commanding mode. Now he's on his knees and paying obeisances again and again. So from Sakya, it is now turned to wonder. Saheli Bosmataji, you want to read this sloka? Translate.
Yes,
Listen to the
Prabhuji.
sloka,
Hare
yeah.
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Little louder, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Arjuna Vacha Snatane Rishikesha Tava Prakritya Jagat Paharshati Nu Rajyate Cha Raksham Shivitani Disho Dravanti Sarve Yanti Cha Siddha Sangha.
Thank you, Mataji. Praveen MS Prabhuji, you want to read the translation for us?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Arjuna said, O master of the senses, the world becomes joyful upon hearing your name, and thus everyone becomes attached to you. Although the perfected beings offer you their respectful homage, the demons are afraid, and they flee here and there. All this is rightly done. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. So, Arjuna, after hearing from Krishna after seeing the outcome of the battle, he became enlightened. And Arjuna here is confirming that Krishna is the supreme maintainer, the object of worship for all the devotees. And he is the destroyer of all the demons. And when this universal form was seen, the devotees could take pleasure in this. At the same time, demons could not stand. They're all running away. So in all situations, all cases, the devotees are always glorifying the Lord because they know how good the Lord is for them. Lord is the supreme controller and supreme friend. Madhura Mataji, you want to read this sloka?
Hare Krishna. कस्माच्च तेनानमिरन् महात्मन् गरियाशे ब्रह्मणोऽपि अधिकर्ते अनन्तदेवेश जगन्निवास त्वमाक्षरं सद् असत् तत् परं यत्. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. Padmini Mataji, you want to unmute and read this translation?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Right.
Oh, great one, greater even than Brahma, you are the original creator. Why then should they not offer this respectful obeisances unto you? O limitless one, God of gods, refuge of the universe, you are the invisible source, the cause of all causes, transcendental to this material manifestation. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Thank you, Mataji. So here, Arjuna is now indicating that Krishna, being the supreme personality of Godhead, everybody should be worshipping the Lord. He is the all-pervading. He is the super soul in every conditioned soul. And some of the words here in this sloka are very significant. Ananta, it indicates that there is nothing which cannot be covered by the influence and energy of the Lord. And Devesha means he is the controller of even the demigods. And Aksharam is not perishable like material manifestation. And Mahatma is the most magnificent, magnanimous. And Arjuna is thinking here that every living entity, even the most powerful demigod, should offer the respectful obeisances unto the Lord. So there is a beautiful sloka in Chaitanya Charitamritam Adi Lila 5.142. It says, Ekale Ishvara Krishna Arasabha Britya Yare Yaiche Nachaya Ye Taiche Kare Nritya. That is, the Supreme Lord is the Parama Ishvara. Rest everybody are dancing to the tunes of the Lord. Yeah, he is the cause of all causes, is what we understand. Kalpana Mataji, can you please read this sloka for us?
त्वमादिदेवः पुरुषः पुराणः त्वमस्य विश्वस्य परं निधानम् वेत्तासि वेद्यं च परं च धाम त्वया तमः विश्वम्
Rupa. Yeah. Akshita Reddy Mataji, can you please read the translation for us?
Okay. You are the original personality of Godhead, the oldest, the ultimate cosmic all. You are all that is knowable. You are the supreme refuge above the material modes. O limitless form. This whole cosmic manifestation is pervaded by you.
Yes, thank you, Mataji. So here, one important thing we need to learn, I have heard from senior Vaishnavas, whenever we are praying to the Lord, yeah, we need to start with glorification of the Lord. Whenever we are struggling with our sense enjoying propensities, material attachments, we need to pray, oh Govinda, oh Rishikesha, you are the master of senses, you are the controller of senses. I'm struggling, please help me in this. Yeah. Through this sloka, we need to learn all these things. Now, the situation is, Arjuna is in wonder and he can't stand this universal form. So straight away he could have told that, Krishna, I can't see you like this, please come back to your two-handed form. But what Arjuna is giving by the example, he is glorifying the Lord. You are the original personality of Godhead, you are the oldest, you are the cause of all causes. Yeah. So this is a key message from this sloka, that we need to glorify the Lord when we are praying anything. And from this sloka, Nidhanam means that everything, even the Brahman effulgence is resting on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And here Arjuna is telling, you are the knower of everything in this world. And the knowledge, if there is any end to the knowledge, that is you, is what Arjuna is declaring. And from all the Vedas, what is we need to know? Shloka 15.15. Sarvasya chaham ridhi sannivisto matas mritir jnanam apohanam cha. Vedescha sarver aham eva vedyo vedanta krit veda vid eva chaham. So everything we need to know from Vedas is Supreme Personality of Godhead. When we talk about the knowledge, these are the two things. Only two things we need to know. When Srila Prabhupada was there, when Srila Prabhupada was initiating some of his disciples, there was one devotee who had just come to the temple just a week before. And he expressed his desire to Srila Prabhupada that I also want to get initiated. So many of the disciples of Srila Prabhupada said that Prabhupada, he has just come now to the temple, he doesn't know much. So Prabhupada asked only two questions. Prabhupada asked him, who is God? And this devotee says, Krishna is the God. And who are you? He says, I am his servant. So Prabhupada gives the initiation to this devotee. He says he has understood the essence of Veda. So these are the only two things. Krishna is the Supreme Master and we are his eternal servants. We do everything for the pleasure of the Lord. Every work we do for the pleasure of Lord. Keeping Krishna in center, we do everything. Every relationship we are dealing in our life, it could be personal or professional. Yeah, could be personal or professional. It is all mercy of Lord. One more important thing I wish to say, something which is coming as an inspiration within. Many times, there are many people who put us in very difficult situations. It could be somebody in our personal life or in professional life. Yeah, we think at the outset that they are our enemies. But in a way, they are our friends who are helping us to purify our past karma and going back to Krishna. We see here Duryodhana or many Kauravas who are also bad in this context of Mahabharata, but they are all playing the part what is being desired by the Lord. So similarly, there are many people in our life whom we think or put us in very difficult situation, because of whom we are losing our peace of mind. We are not able to sleep. We are not able to focus in what is important in our life. But at higher level, when we realize they are in a way helping us to show us that who is important in our life. Many times we think our family members are the most important person in our life. The friends are the most important. When they backstab, they are showing us that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Krishna is my Supreme Father. And going back to Krishna is my real purpose. No relationship in this world can give us eternal happiness. No relationship in our lives can meet all our expectations. Right? So this again is a very important realization takeaway. Shanti Sudesh Mataji, can you please take up this sloka?
Yes, Prabhu. Shloka 39. Vayuryamognirvaruna sashanka prajapatistvam prapitamahascha namo namastestu sahasrakritva punascha bhuyopi namo namaste. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji.
Prabhu, I wanted to tell something.
Yes, Mataji.
There are two people from my BV session who can read shlokas very well, but I think who are very shy. Can I name them?
Yes, Mataji, please. Next full chapter, they will recite the shloka. Who are those, Mataji?
I've given them warning, Prabhu, but they did not listen. So,
Yeah.
Shweta Mataji and Shivakumar Prabhu.
Shweta Mataji and?
Shivakumar Prabhu.
Okay, Mataji. Shivakumar Prabhu anyway is not shy. He is always active, so I don't give him chance. I give chance to others. Shweta Mataji, I have taken note. Mataji, please keep the hands raised and be ready for further shlokas. See, this is what the spiritual masters does. They will engage. One of the duty of spiritual master is to engage his disciples in service of the Lord. And what Shanti Sudesh Mataji has done is the perfect example of what a teacher has to do. Yeah. We are all like a family, Mataji, don't worry. We are all training together. So, Sudarshana Rao.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Please, can you read the translation for us?
Sure, Prabhuji. The Lord is addressed here as air because the air is the most important representation of all the demigods, being all pervasive. Arjuna also addresses Krishna as the great grandfather because he is the father of Brahma, the first living creature in the universe. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhu. So here Krishna is being referred as Prapitamaha. What is the significance of this word Prapitamaha?
Even for our Pitamaha is Lord Brahmaji, right? Even for Lord Brahmaji also, he is the father. So that's why he's Prapitamaha.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you for the perfect answer.
Thank
So
you.
many of them think that Brahma is the creator of this world, but Brahma himself is coming from the Nabi of Vishnu, right? And here in this sloka, Lord is being addressed as Vayu, air, Yama, the controller, Agni, fire, Varuna, water, Shashanka, the moon, Prajapita is Brahma. And Arjuna also addressed Krishna as the Prapitamaha, the great grandfather, because he is the father of Brahma. The first living creature in this universe is Brahma, but he is also coming from the Lord. Shweta Mataji, you want to recite this sloka?
नमः पुरस्तात् अतः पृष्ठस्ते नमोस्तुते सर्वदा एव सर्व अनन्तवीर्यं
Little louder, Mataji.
सर्वं समाप्नोसि ततो अस्ति सर्वम्.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Shravani Mataji, can you please read the translation for us?
Thank you, Prabhuji. Obeisances to you from the front, from behind, and from all sides. For unbounded power, you are the master of limitless might. You are all pervading, and thus you are everything. Bhagavadgita 11.40. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. So, out of loving ecstasy for Krishna, Arjuna is offering his respect from all sides. Yeah, it is what it is saying, from behind, from all sides, from the front, behind, and all sides. And he is accepting Krishna as the supreme master and superior of all the warriors who are assembled in the battlefield. So the prayers goes like this. He could have directly told, Arjuna could have directly told to Krishna, I can't stand you like this, please come back to your two-handed form. But here Arjuna is glorifying the Lord, saying, you are the ultimate rest of everything and all knowledge. You are the essence of everything. I offer my obeisances from all directions. Neha Mataji, can you please recite this sloka?
सखेति मत्वा प्रसभं यदुक्तं हे कृष्ण हे यादव हे सखेति अज्ञातमहिमानं तव वृदं मया प्रमादात् प्रणयेन वापि यच्चावहासार्थमसत्कृतोऽसि विहारसंयासनभोजनेषु एकोऽथवापि अच्युत तत्समक्षं तच्छमे त्वम् अहम् अप्रमेयम्.
Thank you, Mataji. Suraj Prabhu, can you please read the translation for us?
I have in the past addressed you as O Krishna, O Yadava, O my friend, without knowing your glories. Please forgive whatever I have done in madness or in love. I have dishonored you many times while relaxing or while laying on the same bed or eating together, sometimes alone and sometimes in front of my friend. Please excuse me for all my offenses.
Thank you. So it's a very nice sloka. So all the friendly relationships, engagements, what Arjuna used to have with Krishna is remembering, and he is thinking that he has made so many offenses. He has made so many offenses unto the Lord by his informal gestures. And Krishna is such a Bhakta Vatsala, the Supreme Master. Yeah, even though with so much of opulences, he became the chariot driver of the of Arjuna. Yeah. In this, what is the key lesson we need to learn from Arjuna? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
Here, Arjuna has understood the Lord and accepted the Lord,
Yes.
and then he is again bowing down, and he is he's regretting, and then he's asking for he's
Forgiveness.
asking for forgiveness.
Yes.
That how he has behaved with the Lord unknowingly.
Yes. So the key lesson we need to learn from this is, in our lives, we have made asking forgiveness so costly because of our false pride and ego. We can't accept our mistakes. I did this, but because he did that to me, that is why I did this. Right? To be
Yes,
tolerant.
Prabhu. We blame more than asking forgiveness.
Yes. So, to be tolerant. Trinadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadhari. For us to constantly chant, we need to tolerate, and we should give respect to everybody without expecting respect in return. Can we do this? We have to make asking forgiveness cheap in our life. When we know that we have made mistakes, we should be asking sorry should be easy for us. But it is not so easy. Our false pride and ego is so strong. Many times, knowing we made a mistake, still we try to avoid a situation where we have to ask sorry. And as Mataji just said, we are got so used to seeing fault in others and seeing good things in ourselves. For us to progress, to be humble, to make ourselves humble, we should shift this role. We should see fault in us and good things in others. Yeah. That is
We
another
justify our
takeaway.
faults, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji?
We justify our actions, Prabhu, even
Yes.
though we know we are wrong.
Yes. Yes. We continue to justify. Because of this, I did that. So that shows how sincere we are to go back to Krishna. With all these anarthas within, it is very difficult. And all these things will get purified. That purification comes from chanting of the holy names. Shivakumar Prabhu, you want to recite this sloka?
Yes, Prabhu. BG 43.
Yes.
पिता लोकस्य चराचरस्य तमस्य पूज्यस्य गुरुर्गरीयान् न तत् समस्ते अभेदिके कुर्तुन्मो लोकत्रये अपि अप्रतिम प्रभाव.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Karuna Mataji, can you read the translation for us? Yeah, little louder, Mataji.
You are the father of this complete cosmic manifestation of the moving and the non-moving. You are its worshipable chief, the supreme spiritual master. No one is greater than you, nor can anyone be one with you. How then could there be anyone greater than you within the three worlds? O Lord of immeasurable power.
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
So Krishna here is the supreme master, right? Supreme spiritual master. You are the worshipable chief, the supreme spiritual master. The Vedic instruction to Brahma was given by Lord. And the Lord is instructing Arjuna about the Bhagavad-Gita. So the original disciplic succession, the original guru, it is starting from the Lord himself, Krishna. So all the bona fide spiritual master are the representatives of the Lord. And the instructions we are getting is the Lord who is giving instruction through the instrument. What is the instrument? Our spiritual masters are the representatives, instruments of the Lord who are giving the instruction. Yeah. So one of the offense for the holy name, we are all struggling to attentively, offenselessly chanting, right? We are all in Nama Prada stage. One of the offense is disobeying the orders of the spiritual master and consider him as an ordinary person. And while praying, when we are offering to the prayers to the Lord, what should be our mood? Again, a beautiful reference from Sikshastakam. When we are praying to the Lord, we should rise to a stage. Today we are not there. We have to rise to a stage where we can pray to the Lord न धनं न जनं न सुंदरीं कविता वा जगदीश कामये मम जन्मनि जन्मनीश्वरे भवतद् भक्तिरहितुकी त्वयि. Yeah, I have no desire for material wealth, nor I don't have any desire for number of followers or a beautiful woman. All I need is your unalloyed devotional service birth after birth. Yeah. So when we are praying to the Lord, we should pray that please help me to be rise to this platform. Madhura Mataji, you want to take up this sloka?
Hare Krishna. Tasmat pranayamya pranidhyakayam prasadaye tvam aham isam idyam piteva putresya sakheva sakhiyu priya priya yarhasi deva sodham. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Nitasha Mataji, you want to read the translation for us?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. You are the Supreme Lord to be worshipped by every living being. This I fall down to offer you my respectful obeisances and ask your mercy. As a father tolerates the impudence of his son, a friend the impertinence of a friend, or a husband the familiarity of his wife, please tolerate the wrongs I may have done.
Yes. So, as we know, devotees exchange the rasa with the Lord in different bhava. Somebody as a son, somebody as a friend, somebody as a husband, as a master, right? So here, Arjuna is praying to the Lord that like a father tolerates or a husband tolerates a wife or a master tolerates his disciple, please tolerate me, is what he is paying obeisances and praying to the Lord. Next sloka, Saheli Bose Mataji, can you please read the sloka for us?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Bhagavad Gita 11.45. आदृष्टा पूर्वं ऋषितोऽस्मि दृष्टा वा भयेन च प्रवीयाति तं मनो मे तदेवामि दर्शया देवरूपं प्रसीद देवेश जगन्निवास. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Tapas Prabhu, can you please the translation for us?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. After seeing the universal form, which I have never seen before, I am gladdened, but at the same time my mind is disturbed with fear. Therefore, please bestow your grace upon me and reveal again your form as the personality of Godhead, O Lord of Lords, O abode of the universe. Bhagavad Gita 11.45.
Yes, thank you, Prabhu. So here, Arjuna is in wonderstruck, right? But at the same time, he is also gladdened. Why Arjuna is gladdened to see this form?
It is terrible fun from himself.
Yeah, so looking at this terrible form, he is wonderstruck. He is requesting to come back, but also in this sloka it is said that he is gladdened. I am gladdened. Why is he pleased?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
Prabhu, because this form, even the demigods also wait for long, wanting to see such form, and not that everybody.
That is about two-handed form. My question is, in this sloka, now Arjuna is praying to come back to his original form. Yeah, but in this situation, he is petrified, at the same time he is gladdened.
Prabhuji, can I try? Because he is friend of Krishna.
Yes, Kalpana Mataji.
Because he considers in the Sakya Bhava like his friend is and happy to see all the opulences of his friend.
Yes. So here, he want Krishna to come back to his original form. At the same time, Krishna showing this universal form, he has set a parameter for everybody who tomorrow is going to claim the Lord, that he also has to show this universal form. And through this, Arjuna was thinking Krishna to be just his friend. He also realized Krishna is something beyond his friendship. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So both ways he is gladdened. At the same time, he is requesting Krishna to come back to his original form. So this is what it indicates, that Arjuna is afraid and joyful simultaneously. Joyful because he is knowing his friend's opulence as Supreme Personality of Godhead and his ability to show the universal form. And he is afraid because he feels he has committed so many offenses to his friend. Shanti Sudesh Mataji, can you read this sloka for us?
Yes. किरीटिनं गदिनं चक्रहस्तम् इच्छामि त्वां द्रष्टुम् अहं तथैव तेनैव रूपेण चतुर्भुजेन सहस्रबाहो भव विश्वमूर्ते.
Yes. Thank you, Mataji. Who else is left out? Anybody left
Hare
out?
Krishna, I'm left, Prabhuji. Can I read?
Yes, Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. O universal form, O thousand-armed Lord, I wish to see you in your four-armed form, with helmeted head and with club, wheel, conch, and lotus flower in your hand. I long to see you in that form. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So there is a beautiful shloka in Brahma Samhita which says, Ramadimurtisu kalaniyamena tistan. So that is, Lord is eternally situated in hundreds and thousands of forms. He said that millions and millions of expansions of Lord is continuously happening. In that, main forms are Rama, Narsimha, and Narayana. And Arjuna got to know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and at the same time is assuming this temporary form to prove to the world that Krishna is not an ordinary person. And this sloka, Prabhupada says, it also establishes without doubt the statement made in Srimad Bhagavatam. There is another beautiful sloka which says, Srimad Bhagavatam 1.3.28. Ete cham sakala pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Vidyanti Yuge Yuge. Yeah, so Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna is the Swayam Bhagavan. And similarly, there is one more sloka in Brahma Samhita. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Yeah. So from this, Lord, from the universal form to the 400 form to the 200 form. So what is the lesson we are learning out of this? Where do we connect the three features in which we can realize the Lord? Many think that the universal form is the topmost. Yeah, 200 form, many think Krishna is an ordinary person, but the universal form is more important. Many ignorant people will think. From this sequence, what we need to understand?
The Shyamasundara 200 form is the most important.
Yes. So from the universal form is coming to 400 form and then 200 form. And from this, another thing what we need to understand are why Arjuna's intention for all this thing, that this pastime, why this is happening, is Krishna being the Supreme Lord. He can transform from 200 to 400 to universal form as well as back to 200 form. So that is now we are going to learn in the last section from Shloka 47 to 55. In this, it is said that the only pure devotees can see Krishna's 200 supreme form. Even the topmost demigod hanker to see the Lord's two-handed form, like as Madhura Mataji said. So we will see here from 4.47 to 48, Krishna withdraws his universal form and shows the four-handed form, and finally the two-handed form. And the two-handed form of the Lord can only be seen by his pure unalloyed devotees through his devotional service. Is the message we learn through further slokas. Kalpana Mataji, can you please read this sloka for us?
श्रीभगवानुवाच मय्या प्रसन्नेन तवार्जुनेदं रूपं परं दर्शितम् आत्मयोगात् तेजोमयं विश्वमनन्तमाद्यं यन्मे त्वदन्येन न दृष्टपूर्वम्. हरे कृष्ण.
Thank you, Mataji. Praveen K. Prabhu, can you please read this for us?
Hare Krishna. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear Arjuna, happily have I shown you by my internal potency this supreme universal form within the material world. No one before you have ever seen this primal form, unlimited and full of glaring effulgence." Bhagavadgita 11.47. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. So when Arjuna wanted to see this universal form of the Lord, with the causeless mercy of the Lord, he shows this form with full effulgence and opulences. And this form of the Lord is manifested through his internal potency, which is inconceivable to our human mind or human speculations. And here it is also said that no one had seen this universal form before. Only because of Arjuna, even other demigods could also see this form. So one of the key takeaway from this, again, as said, that this is not the dream or mental speculation of Arjuna. Many others through this Divya Chakshus could see the universal form. Saheli Bose Mataji, you wish to read this sloka?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Pranam Prabhuji. Bhagavad-Gita 11.48. Na veda yajna dhaya narna dhanyar cha kriya virna tapo vir ugra evam rupa sakya aham nirloke drashtum tvavat aniyena kuru pravira. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Taruni Preeti Mataji, can you unmute and read the translation for us?
Yes. O best of the Kuru warriors, O best of the Kuru warriors, no one before you have ever seen this universal form of mine, for neither by studying the Vedas, nor by performing sacrifices, nor by charities or similar activities can this form be seen. Only you have seen this.
Yes, thank you, Mataji. So, Prabhupada says in purport that through the Vedic scriptures, it is said that those who are devotees of the Lord are the demigods, Vishnu Bhakta Smrito Daiva. So there are two categories. One is demons who are not surrendering to the Lord. The other is demigods. Only devotees who have the divine vision could see. We discussed this before. And this divine vision they got by the mercy of the Lord. And one important thing what we learn in this loka, neither by studying Vedas, nor by performing sacrifices, nor by charities or similar activities can be seen this form. Yeah. Only by the devotional service and taking shelter of the Lord we can see. One could see the universal form. The devotees only could see the universal form. Shanti Sudesh Mataji, can you please read this for us?
Yes, Prabhu. Mate vyatamacha vibodha bhavo दृष्ट्वा रूपं घोरम् इदृन्ममेदम् व्यपेतभिप्रीतमाना पुनस्त्वं तदेव मे रूपम् इदं प्रपश्य.
Thank you, Mataji. Sudarshana Rao Prabhu, can you please
Hare
read the
Krishna Prabhu.
translation?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yeah, you have been perturbed and bewildered by seeing this horrible feature of mine. Now let it be finished. My devotee, be free again from all disturbances. With a peaceful mind, you can now see the form you desire. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. So, in the beginning of Bhagavadgita, when Arjuna was worried of killing Bhishma and Drona, their worshipable grandfather and master, yeah, one of the reason Krishna also showed this universal form to Arjuna is that Krishna has already killed all these great warriors. Why he had to kill Bhishma, great warriors like Bhishma and Drona? When the Dhritarashtra, in the assembly of Dhritarashtra, son of Dhritarashtra, when they were trying to disrobe Draupadi, the great warriors like Bhishma and Drona, they were silent. They did not take any action. Because of this negligence, Krishna wanted to kill even these great warriors. And through this universal form, he is showing this, that they are all going to be killed. So do not worry, get up and fight. This is one more reason of showing universal form. And having seen this, now Arjuna want to see the 400 form which Krishna is going to show to Arjuna. Neha Jindal Mataji, can you please read the shloka?
Sanjaya Uvacha Iti Arjunam Vasudevasthathoktva Swakam Rupam Darshayam Ashabhuya Ashvashayam Ashacha Bhetamainam Bhutva Puna Somya Vapur Mahatma.
Thank you, Mataji. Anybody else is left out to participate today? Shita Reddy Mataji, can you please read this for us?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Sanjaya said to Dhritarashtra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, while speaking thus to Arjuna, displayed his real four-armed form, and at last he showed him his two-armed form, thus encouraging the fearful Arjuna.
Thank you, Mataji. So when Krishna appeared as a son of Vasudeva and Devaki, he first appeared as with the 400 form. And when their parents requested, he transformed to an ordinary child in appearance. So similarly, here Krishna was knowing that Arjuna will not be even happy with 400 form. He will be happy only with the 200 form. But as he requested, he is now showing the 400 form. And this word Saumya Vapu is very significant here, which is very beautiful form. That beautiful form is only Shama Sundara form. Brahma Samhita 5.38, a beautiful shloka which says, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena. So only the person whose eyes are smeared with the ointment of love can see the Lord in his two-handed form, Shama Sundara form. Madhura Mataji, read this shloka for us.
Hare Krishna. Arjuna Uvacha दृष्ट्वेदं मनुसंरूपं तव सौम्यं जनार्दन इदानीम् अस्मि संवृत्ता सचेताः प्रकृतिं गतः. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Praveen MS Prabhuji, do you wish to read this for us?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Arjuna Uvacha. Shloka no Prabhuji.
Translation.
Translation. 1 second. When Arjuna thus saw Krishna in his original form, he said, "O Janardana, seeing this human-like form so very beautiful, I am now composed in mind and I'm restored to my original nature."
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
So here the word Manusam Rupan clearly indicates that Supreme Personality of Godhead is originally two-handed form, Manusham Rupam. So those who derides Krishna being an ordinary person should understand how an ordinary person can show the four-handed form and the universal form and back. Yeah. So one who says Krishna is ordinary person or misguided the readers and followers being impersonal Brahman is doing great justice. Many in our Hinduism will think that the Lord doesn't have any form. There are many philosophies being taught. So these are clear indications. One who reads Bhagavad Gita under a bona fide spiritual master will clearly understand Krishna is Manusam Rupam. Krishna has form like us, two-handed form. And Prabhupada gives a very good analogy in the purport, which says the Bhagavad Gita is as clear as sun, and they don't need a lamp light from a foolish commentators. When the sun is full in its glory, it is shining light. You can't show light, you can't make it brighter with a lamp light. So similarly, Bhagavad Gita itself is as clear. But the point is, ye yathamam prapadyante. If you surrender to the right spiritual master, you get the right knowledge. Shivakumar Prabhuji, you want to read the sloka?
Yes,
चलो
bro.
हमारे साथ कीर्तन कर
Yes, bro. Hare Krishna. Sri Bhagwan Vacha Sudurdarsham Idam Rupam Drashtavanasi Yanmama Devapyasya Rupasya Nityam Darshanakanksana. Hare Krishna, bro.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Shweta Mataji, can you read the translation for us?
May I read,
Can I
Prabhuji?
read Prabhuji? Hare Krishna.
Yes, please.
Thank you, Prabhuji. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear Arjun, this form of mine you are now seeing is very difficult to behold. Even the demigods are ever seeking the opportunity to see this form, which is so dear." Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So from this, the word Sudurdarsham indicates the two-handed form of the Lord is very, very confidential, very special. What it is said is one may be able to see the universal form of the Lord with little devotional service, but only a pure devotee be able to see the two-handed form of the Lord. When the Lord was in the womb of Devaki, many demigods from heaven came to see the marvel of the Lord Krishna when Krishna was about to come. And one more thing, as we discussed in our last sloka also, there are many mental speculators who are misleading people. And it is said that by the Yogamaya potency, Krishna is not revealed so easily. Krishna is always covered. And only because of that, such mudas deride, such fools deride is what Prabhupada says. The sloka 9.11. Avajnanati mamuda manushim tanumashritam param bhava ajannato mama bhuta maheshwaram. It says, the fools deride me when I transcend in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature as Supreme Lord. So, only such fools deride the Lord. Kalpana Mataji, can you read this sloka for us?
Hare Krishna. Naham vedayadna tapasa nadani na chejyaya sakya evam vido drashtum drishtva asimam yata. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Tapas Prabhu, can you read the translation for us?
Yeah. Hare Krishna Prabhu. The form you are seeing with your transcendental eyes cannot be understood simply by studying the Vedas, nor by undergoing serious penances, nor by charity, nor by worship. It is not by these means that one can see me as I am. Bhagavadgita 11.53.
Yes, thank you, Prabhu. So the mystery of the Lord, from 200 to 400 to the universal form, or in return, the mystery cannot be understood by those atheist, demonic people who are devoid of devotional service. Just by reading the scriptures on their own endeavors, visiting temples or doing charity, they will not be able to understand Krishna. Only way to understand Krishna is by devotion. Is what we understand from the sloka. Neha Jindal Mataji, can you read this sloka for us?
भक्त्या तव अनन्यसाख्य अहम् एवं विधर्जुन ज्ञातुं द्रष्टुं च तत्त्वेन प्रवेष्टुं च परन्तप.
Thank you, Mataji. Nitasha Mataji, can you read the translation for us?
Yes, Prabhuji. My dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am standing before you and can thus be seen directly. Only in this way can you enter into the mysteries of my understanding.
Yes, this again is a very important sloka. Very clearly, we are trying to understand from this sloka that only by undivided devotional service we can understand the Lord. Yeah, by mental speculation, we can never understand. Anya abhilashita shunyam jnana karmadi anavrutam anukulasya krishnanushilanam bhaktiruttamam. So only by unalloyed devotional service will be able to understand. But are we there in that platform of doing unalloyed devotional service? Yeah, there are so many anarthas within, right? So that is the significance of following sadhana bhakti. We are all doing Vaidhi sadhana bhakti. Yesterday, I'm sure most of us followed Ekadashi Vrata. Yeah, these penances, we are trying to rise above our bodily needs. We are trying to remember Lord. Whenever we feel hungry, we are remembering Lord that today I need to fast because I'm doing for the pleasure of the Lord, right? We already discussed getting up early in the morning and chanting the holy names. Most of us have the convenience, the free will to sleep Sunday till 10 o'clock. But we are rising above those bodily needs. So that is how the purification happens. That is how we fix up in Krishna consciousness, by taking the shelter of our Guru Parampara. Tadvidi paripatena pariprashnena sevaya upadesham tate jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. So by taking the shelter of the Lord, engaging in devotional service is the process to know the Lord. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Some of the references from the scriptures we discussed. We know the glories of the Lord through Shastra, Sadhu and Guru. The Shastra, what it says, the Gopala Tapani Upanishad 1.1, it says, Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Klishtakarine Namo Vedanta Vedaya Guruve Buddhi Sakshine. It says, I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Krishna who has transcendental form of bliss, eternity and knowledge. I offer my respect to him because understanding him means understanding Vedas, and he is therefore my spiritual master, supreme spiritual master. Knowing Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then it is said through this sloka that we already know the summary of all the Vedas. We need not have to read all the Chatur Vedas. Similarly in Brahma Samhita, Ishvara Parama Krishna, Satchidananda Vigraha, Nadiradir Govinda, Sarva Karana Karanam. And there is one more reference from Srimad Bhagavatam 1.3.28. Ete cham sakala pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Vridyanti Yuge Yuge. These are all in glories of the Lord, and Bhagavan himself is telling in Bhagavadgita 7.7, Matta Parataram Nanyat Kinchit Asti Dhananjaya Mai Sarvam Idam Protram Sutre Manigana Ivam. So there is no truth beyond me, superior to me. Everything rests upon me like a pearls are strung on a thread. So Krishna himself is declaring, the Supreme Lord, that I am the Supreme. So why it is being taught now? We are shifting gradually to next chapter, the devotional service. From universal form, we are getting into this. So this is again very important shloka, last shloka. Who is to take up? Yeah, Nitasha Mataji, you want to recite this shloka?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Mat karma krit mat paramo mad bhakta sanga varajita nirvai sarva bhuteshu ya samam iti pandava.
Yes. Thank you, Mataji. Who is to take up the last shloka? Anybody who has not participated? I think most of you have participated. Yeah, Padmini Mataji.
Yeah. My dear Arjuna, one who is engaged in my pure devotional service, free from the contaminations of previous activities and from mental speculation, who is friendly to every living entity, certainly comes to me. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
So here, Prabhupada says this is the formula to fix up in Krishna consciousness and go back to Goloka. 5 things Krishna is telling here. Mat karma, that is, work for me. Do all your work keeping me in center. Mat paramo, make me the supreme goal. Serving the Lord is the supreme goal. Mat bhakta, become my devotee. Sangha varjitaha, leave the devotee, non-devotee association. And be kind to all the living entities. Be kind to all the living entities. That is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has also given us 3 instructions. Jivera Daya, Namera Ruchi, Vaishnava Seva. Right? So we have to become the instrument in the Lord, hands of the Lord, Nimitta Matram Bhavasavya Sachi. And how do we do everything in service of the Lord? Bhakti Rasamrita Sindho. Anasaktasya Vishayam Yataram Upayunjato Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe Yukta Vairagya Uchate. So we have to accept everything in service of the Lord and reject those things which take us away from the Lord. Yeah. And Sangha Varjitaha is very significant here. One should disassociate in all the activities which is not linked to Krishna. Most of us spend so much of time on mobile, Facebook, calling up friends and talking hours, stupid things. Please avoid all those things and utilize every moment in glorifying the Lord, remembering the Lord. Is what we get to know from this particular shloka. So in summary of this chapter, what we understand is the universal form is just a temporary manifestation. And the Kala Rupa, it is all temporary manifestation. And even the 400 form is not what the pure devotee want to see. Pure devotees only want to see the 200 forms of the Lord. Yeah, though there are hundreds and thousands of expansion of Lord Vishnu, but the 200 form, Shyamasundara form, is what pleases the pure devotee. Brahma Samhita, the Shloka 5.38, I wish to recite and end this session. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadaiva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti Yam Shama Sundara Chinta Guna Swarupam Govindam Adi Purusham Bhaga Tamaham Bhajami. So Govindam Adi Purusham is the original cause of all causes and my humble obeisances to Govinda, who is the master of senses and mind. So with this, thank you very much. Sharp 10 o'clock, we are ending today's session for your patient listening. There were a lot of key takeaways I could bring to you all. Hope you have made notes and try to implement these things and progress in your Krishna consciousness. So that is my prayers to you all. Thank you very much. Any quick questions? Any key takeaways
Prabhu,
from today's session? Please, and we'll wind up.
Hare Krishna. Prabhu, if you can tell us a little bit about the question.
Which question, Mataji?
The OBA question, Prabhu.
OBA question, I request you to discuss with your BV leaders. It has already been discussed with them. They will give you more clarity.
Okay.
Yeah, because it takes a lot more time, Mataji. 10 o'clock, I have to get into Bhakti Vaibhava class. So Krishna consciousness is learn from one, teach one. So I'm teaching you and I'm going to learn from my Siksha Gurus. So please reach out to your BV leaders. They will guide you.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Prabhu, can you explain Sabyasachi, Prabhu? I didn't get that.
Sabyasachi is expert in shooting the arrows. He can shoot the arrows from both hands. That is why Arjuna is known as Sabyasachi.
But how is it relevant here, Prabhu?
In his battlefield, that is is just reminding his powers. Krishna is reminding the powers of Arjuna to fight.
Okay, thank you.
Right, Mataji. So any key takeaways? So many things I have not prepared. It just came and I kept on in the flow. Anything which you feel could connect with you?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Krishna disappeared after Rasa dance. He appeared as 400 Narayana form.
Yes.
Both were not interested in that. They wanted to see only 200 shafts of the Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji. I wanted to also mention this. Thank you. You brought this point. So pure devotees only want to see the 200 form of the Lord. Yeah. Hope next week is the time for the submission of OBAs. Sufficient time and reminders have been given. Anybody not submitting the OBAs in time, personally, I don't want them to continue to the module 3. They should be doing the entire module 2 again. Do you want me to take such step? I generally don't want to do all those things, but please take these instructions very seriously so that what happens, it is easy for the BV leaders who are evaluating and then for us to further submit all your responses to be submitted so that your certification, everything happens smoothly. So please, no excuses, sufficient time is there. Complete your submissions. This is my humble request to you all. Vancha kalpatarubhasya cha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrindi ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. All glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Pranam, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Prabhuji, thank you so
Please
much.
don't mind if any of my words are little harsh. Please don't mind. I'm just trying to help you to
Prabhuji,
know
attendance.
discipline. Attendance you have not received, Mataji?
No, Prabhuji.
I think you are too involved in the class. You might have not noticed attendance. I think generally, Kalpana Mataji has already shared the attendance form.
Yes, Prabhu.
It is important
My
everybody to
net was
mark.
not.
We have received messages that devotees have attended, but they have missed to mark the attendance. We are being considerate. We are accepting many batches. They are not accepting such request later. So please mark your respective attendance.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Done, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Hari Bol.